Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host Davion, and I'm joined by my boy Elijah
Yo,
and my boy Oronde.
What it do?
How we doing, boys?
We chilling.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I think it's been like 3 weeks since we uploaded to the channel, so this ought to be good. Getting back at it. We got a lot of content coming out in the next like month or two. And so be on the lookout for that. But today we're starting a new series. We're predicting each division in the NFL before the season starts. And we're starting with the AFC North, which is the Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, and the Browns. Who do we think is going to win that division? Okay, or how about this? I'll let y'all give me your ranking of the four teams, like in their division.
I'll go first. I got the Ravens
Ravens.
at number 1, Bengals 2, Steelers 3, and Browns 4.
Elijah, you got yours?
I will say I got the Bengals 1, Ravens 2nd, Browns 3rd, and Steelers 4th.
Oh, see, I think so. We're all three of ours are completely different. I got the Bengals at 1. I had a toss up between the Ravens and the Steelers at 2 and 3. But I have Ravens 2, Steelers 3, and the Bengals 4.
The Browns 4.
Browns 4. I'm sorry. Who wants to start?
I guess I'll go first.
You go first.
Reason one with the Ravens being first, healthy Lamar, and they got rid of Hollywood Brown, so they don't have much of the liability for dropping passes anymore. Just an overall, we'll be back to being a healthy team, or at least should be. I mean, they have the pieces there to succeed. It's just a matter of doing it. And then Bengals second is just I have more trust in the Ravens to improve than I do to the Bengals to maintain their progress, especially with a few key players leaving. And then Steelers 3, because Steelers are in the middle of the pack now. They're honestly just a back marker. I don't know how much they'll improve with Mitchell Trubisky and Chase Claypool acting like he's a top 3 receiver when he's not. And then Browns last, because Browns, no Baker. We don't even know if Deshaun's playing next season. So, yeah, it's just too many question marks to even give him a real chance.
Yeah, so for me, I do think every team in that division got better. And there were pieces that they added this offseason to like make them better. Especially with I don't know. I think it surprised me that you put the Ravens over the Bengals because like the Bengals really did beef up their offensive line this offseason. And I feel like they maintained with like their presence of how good they were last season. The Ravens are like, to me, they're the biggest question mark in this division. Because like, can Lamar fully produce? Because last season, at the end of the season, we saw him get hurt and we saw like the injuries start to rack up on him. And so like, how will that how will that like look? And plus like that, there's still like an extension that he's waiting for, a contract extension that he's waiting for. He showed up to camp last week, but will that be a factor too? Hello?
Said that's true. I forgot about the contract.
Yeah, I mean he showed up to practice, and so I guess that's a plus. But I mean, like going down from each team for the Browns is like, what's the Sean's punishment gonna be, even if there is one?
More than like they're aiming for a season suspension.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard one
But
season.
At the minimum, like I still can't even fathom like what the situation will be, because we know Baker's not suiting up for them.
Yeah, no.
But it also depends on what they get for Baker if when they inevitably move him.
I mean, are they gonna just kind of cut him? I think they'll probably just have to release him.
Either that or to work out a deal between them and the Panthers.
Most likely release him,
Panthers,
though.
Panthers are still they're more actively trying to pursue him now.
The problem with the Panthers though is that they don't want to pay him. The problem is Browns don't want to pay him all the money. Like they want someone to take most of the money.
Mm-hmm.
But the deal with the Panthers is that they already have active starting quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And would the addition of a third, but don't want to, pay him for it.
I mean,
If the
I think-
Panthers really want Baker, they have to drop either one of the two quarterbacks that they got.
no, I mean, you can go to a season with 3 of them. That's nothing. I do think Baker will probably end up being Seattle's problem. Or
Baker the pay cut.
I think they're gonna end up releasing him, and then he's gonna just become a journeyman. I mean, because he did just finish his. He got surgery on his shoulder and whatever else he needed surgery on. So maybe he'll come back as a better Baker, but that's just a matter of time, I guess. I mean, and the Browns, like the big question mark with the Browns is if Watson is suspended, can their quarterbacks, their backup quarterbacks carry the load while they wait? Because I don't think they can. Because they have Jacoby Brissett and what's the other kid's name?
You talking about the quarterbacks?
Yeah. Oh, and J.K. Dobbs. Oh, not J.K. Joshua Dobbs.
The Browns?
Yeah. So we'll see. I think the Browns will end up being 6-11, and that'll be them. That'll be them sold. Steelers, like, who do we think is going to start? Trubisky or Pickett?
Trubisky.
Really?
Just because
Maybe
he got more
Pickett goes
experience.
in after him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's a quarterback battle in Pittsburgh,
Because the thing is, Trubisky's not bad.
He's not.
That's the thing.
I agree.
He's
I
not
agree.
bad.
He was on the Bears. What do y'all expect?
Well, and I mean, he showed
He
glimpses
played
of
well for the situation that he was in.
I
And
agree.
their coach was bad. Was he on the Mac 92?
Yeah, that trash can.
Yeah. So
Trubisky, when compared to other decent quarterbacks and midfield quarterbacks, Trubisky is ahead of the pack, which is a crazy thing to think about and or say just off stats alone.
yeah, I give him decent.
Yeah, honestly, like when it comes to, I think he won't start. I don't think he'll start. I think Trubisky will be a backup, and Pickett will start. I mean, if it's a quarterback battle, and I mean, what I'm hearing like a lot out of Pittsburgh is that they're really liking Kenny Pickett. They really like what he's doing and what he's bringing to camp already. So we'll see. I mean, and the big question mark when it comes to the Steelers is always been like that defense of theirs, like that Hall of Fame defense. That's what leads that team. Not Big Ben. It's never been Big Ben. Let's just be real. It's always been their defense. So can the defense, make adjustments to return to what it used to be, and will they like return to the top of the division this season? I mean, us three say no, but I think it completely depends on the quarterback play.
Plus, a lot of the insider reports or whatever are all saying like Pickett is starting to turn up the heat on Trubisky.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's that. I mean, if Pickett shows a really good training camp, then why not start him?
That was very random.
What?
Don't pay me no mind. But yeah, I agree.
What else? I got the Ravens. Yeah. No, I already talked about the Ravens. Bengals. I like the Bengals a lot, man. Like, I think they can completely sustain what they brought to the season last year. I think they'll be better than they were last year. Last year, what was their record?
I think they was 10-7.
I think they could do 12. I think they could do 12 and 5, 13-4 next season. I really do. Because I mean, I think they possess that quality. I mean, they built an offensive line around Burrow this offseason. And so that's all he needed last year. He needed 2 seconds last year, and they would be Super Bowl champions. Think about it.
Not even 2 seconds. Just a better O-line for that last possession.
Yeah. Bro, he literally needed 1 more second. He would have been fine. They would have been
Because
Super Bowl
Chase was
champions.
wide open.
Yeah, I think they are honestly Super Bowl favorites again this season. Well, not again, but I think they are Super Bowl favorite coming into next season.
Maybe I wouldn't say that. I'll probably say they for sure they'll make it to the playoffs.
I mean, yes, that other division, the AFC South or West, whichever one it is, with the Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, and Chargers in it. That division is going to be wild, but I think I'm very excited for the Bengals this season to continue what they started last year. Which one of these teams do we think is going to be the most surprising out of all four of them?
Probably the Steelers.
If they can succeed, then they'll be the biggest surprise.
Steelers?
Yeah.
I think that's close behind with the Browns.
Browns
if they
too.
have any type of success.
I mean, what their receiving core literally is just Amari Cooper at this point.
Amari Cooper, David Njoku.
But they've never been a receiving team. They've always been a running back team. But I mean,
and they still have their running backs.
Yeah.
But they did have the receiving core.
They definitely did.
Oh, how are we forgetting Donovan Peoples-Jones?
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I'm missing somebody.
I just remember Jarvis Simon.
They still got the receiving core. They running backs is their star power, but that's if they can have a healthy, running back. Because either Kareem get hurt,
David Bell,
or Chubb get hurt. So,
and they drafted David Bell. So I'm excited to see him do well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the Browns just need their quarter. I think two of these teams just need their quarterbacks to play well, which is the Steelers and the Browns. The other two teams, or the Bengals, in my opinion, just need to just do what they did last season, which I think they will. And the Ravens just need to stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
The Ravens need to do a Titans and just not lose 30% of their team every other week.
That was ridiculous, man. Watching at training camp, watching the Ravens lose all those players.
They also, first of all, I'm still pissed that the Ravens cost me a hefty fantasy lead because 3 of their players went down in training camps and preseason. And I'm just like, y'all really left me out to dry here.
That was nuts.
I ended up finishing 3rd because of losing star players.
Speaking of fantasy, I can't wait for that to start back up.
Yeah, we got about 2-3 more months left until fantasy starts.
And training camp dates just got announced today.
Really? When's y'all's?
New England is for rookies. They report July 19th and veterans July 26th.
Saints are usually a couple weeks behind y'all.
Saints are 19 and 26.
Yeah.
19 and 26 sounds ridiculous. Sounds like the Giants record.
I'm excited. I'm ready for some football. Monday, Sunday, Thursday. Those are the days.
I got a lot of sports to watch this fall.
I know, right? It's ridiculous looking at all the sports.
It's piling up, and I blame Ollie for half of them.
I agree.
I can't say this. Besides football, basketball and soccer been pretty good for me.
I agree. Oh gosh.
Yeah, you agree.
I've been watching playoff hockey, playoff basketball. I got my weekly Formula 1 races.
So I've been pretty good this season. I mean, yeah.
Anywho, I don't want to hear anything. Yeah, because you're Golden State.
Other people can't relate.
Yeah, Golden State won. Let's go.
Warriors won and Real Madrid won.
Okay, enough.
That's 2 teams.
Enough. I don't want to hear anything
2
about
teams
Madrid.
to other people, 0. But yeah, anyways.
Listen, I'm not gonna start a rant with you today about any sports because that's not what we're here for. Anywho,
we're here for NFL.
I think this is enough. Unless I got anything else on these 4 teams, I think this is enough for it. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining. We have more content coming out the next week or two. So just look out for that. But I've been your host, Davion,
I've been Eli.
I'm Oronde.
and this has been the postgame.